East Africa region on the rise. East Africa, a region pulsating with energy, a vibrant hub of innovation and entrepreneurship. It holds immense potential for growth, a continent on the rise. But unlocking this potential requires more than just hard work. It demands strategic partnerships, efficient trade practices, and a deep commitment to sustainability. With the right support, the East Africa region is transforming economically. That's where the Trademark Africa TMA Business Competitiveness Program comes in.
It was within East Africa because the bulk of Trademark's work, the first 10 years, focused on East Africa. We started off by focusing on trade facilitation to bring down the cost and time of moving goods across corridors. So that's when our work came up around boosting exports and the role of the private sector in terms of capacity to enhance trade based on the developments that we had achieved as a result of trade facilitation initiatives.
This initiative has empowered the private sector, influenced decision-making, and created a conducive business environment. It's igniting growth and unlocking export potential across the East African community: Kenya, Uganda, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Tanzania, Burundi, and Rwanda.
We had 4 themes along the portfolio. The first one was on enhancing the business environment through facilitating public-private dialogue. Then the second thematic area was enhancing the capacity of East African businesses to export through the Export Capability Program that looked at identifying markets and then working backwards to ensure that the private sector was able to take up this business opportunity. And then the third thematic area was facilitating efficiency in logistics services, especially by the private sector. And then the last one, which really leads to TMA's commitment towards increasing the participation of women in trade, our Women in Trade program.
This Trademark Africa program supported businesses in key sectors like horticulture and tourism, providing training, market access support, and technological advancements. Getting goods to market efficiently is paramount.
Talking about the ports, inland container depots, at the way bridges, at border posts. So Trademark has come in handy in terms of supporting the construction of most of the border stations along the corridor, ensuring we monitor performance of the corridor.
East Africa Community Logistics Skill Enhancement Program, implemented by the Federation of East African Freight Forwarders Associations, FIAFA, a private sector apex body of freight forwarders associations in the East African region, has equipped logistics professionals with the skills they need to navigate complex border crossings, making trade smoother and more efficient. And the results speak for themselves. A remarkable 28.3% improvement in efficiency and customs clearance times between 2018 and 2023. The TMA Market Access Program, or TMAP, is opening doors for key sectors. Horticulture and tourism have seen substantial market access improvements, pushing horticulture upwards by 50%, tourism by 30%, and other sectors at 20% by 2023. In Kenya, Tanzania, and Rwanda, the Horticulture Market Access Program connected farmers with international markets.
It has helped us open up a lot of markets that we erstwhile not serving as a country. We have been able to open markets in India, in China, in South Africa. These were markets that we were not servicing before. Our main market was predominantly the European market and the Middle East market.
With increased trade capacity and market access, businesses are now leveraging technology to boost exports through e-commerce.
Online platform on their phones, they're able to capture their produce and look for market even within East Africa, within 5 countries. We've done a lot of training, and so we're going to continue doing more of that so that more of them are utilizing this and benefiting from that application.
Digital platforms like the Horticultural Management Information System, HMIS, and iSoko provide vital market information, connecting businesses with buyers and streamlining trade processes.
iSoko imenisaidia kwa asilimia kubwa. Kwanza imenipa training kuhusiana na namna gani ya kuweza kwanza marketing my products. Tukawa introduced kwa hiyo platform, so I have an account. Tunatafuta clients na leads kule.
The Business Competitiveness Program recognizes that economic growth must go hand in hand with environmental sustainability. On the other hand, the Horticulture Market Access Program, HMAP project, promotes organic farming practices.
Currently, if you want to export to Europe, you need to comply to standards, international standards on green technologies and all. We need to cut down carbon emissions, and we look at these value chains such as horticulture and see what are the opportunities for them to impact normal people.
Of course, with food safety standards, you are able to reach a wider market. Your customers or clients are able to trust you more. So your farmers also, because they are trained, they will understand what they need to do to make sure that they are giving safe and quality products.
The DRC Market Linkages Program too has a strong focus on environmental sustainability, promoting formalization and certification processes with positive environmental outcomes. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, the Nashie Tunaweza project is transforming SME businesses. After the business competitiveness training, their businesses have come up with unique branding, packaging, and product quality, becoming more competitive in local and international markets.
Once the farms are expanded, production is increased. It also means we are employing a bit more people. You will realize in agriculture, most of the people working there are women and youth.
So before Trademark came in, I started when I was not really clear knowing even which market do I have to target. But with the Trademark, when it's coming, they say what will be the sustainability of it. That's why into the program, they will be able to see how can you do a projection for the next 3 years.
And finally, the fourth crucial pillar, the inclusion of women in trade. TMA is committed to leveling the playing field, empowering women entrepreneurs to thrive across the region.
Rationale behind us Burundi Country Program focusing on the small-scale women traders was motivated by two factors. Firstly, in the context of Burundi, we have the largest contributors of our economy, mostly made of informal sector. If you want numbers, if you want impact on the ground, we wanted to focus on the very small-scale traders.
For the Women in Trade program that focused on cross-border trade, it was looking at how do we increase the income that is generated from trade. A lot of these women have other responsibilities, for example, care, and as a result of that, we wanted to ensure that the small activities that they were engaged in were able to generate sufficient income that was able to transform their lives and those of their families.
The Women in Trade program addresses the unique challenges faced by women traders.
If we look at how it used to be, and as per now, there is really a very big change, and we want to appreciate the Trademark Africa. It has created awareness among most of the women, know where to go in case of anything.
So by the end of the program in 2022, we were able to see a shift of at a minimum 40% increase in income from the relevant traders that we supported.
From Kenya to Burundi, women are gaining access to new markets, learning vital business skills, and achieving financial independence. In Kenya alone, by the end of 2023, the project had reached over 20,100 women, surpassing its initial target of 7,000 and generating millions of dollars in additional sales.
We've recorded more than 60 cooperatives that have joined the formal sector.
We've helped to organize them into groups, associations and unions where they can be able to learn from one another.
In our cooperative is that we are saving for targets. You can say that this year I needed this. And as we talk, some of women have been able to buy plots, some of them have constructed, and it has taken us to a certain levels.
Over and above Women in Trade, the program is committed to inclusivity, ensuring all segments of society benefit.
We didn't want to leave anyone behind. So as we ran the Women in Trade program, we also intentionally looked at differently abled people that were operating at those border crossings and to see how we would be able to facilitate and include them within the ecosystem of trade. The TMA Business Competitiveness Program has transcended mere project status.
it represented a strategic investment in East Africa's future. By forging robust partnerships, enhancing export capabilities, and empowering women, TMA has fueled sustainable economic growth, generated employment, and elevated regional livelihoods. This success is building a brighter, more inclusive East Africa, and Trademark Africa is committed to keeping that momentum going.